Did you know? Did you know? There are many children in society today that are now grown, and some are still children that are born from a woman, yet they don't have a mother figure in their life. They're either shifted from home to home in the foster system, or they're not even in contact with their siblings if their mother has had other children. They have no friends, not to mention they're not even able to acquire a social life, which formats into us as an adults. Some of us are living the effects of our past. When I say we're living the effects of our past, it has caught up to us to when we're an adults. We still have bad decisions resulting as an effect of the upbringing. Which leads me to tell you today, no one has the power to convince you to do something wrong. Let me say it again for you. No one has the power to convince you to do something that is wrong. Let me explain a woman in the Bible, one of the women in the Bible. And I'm going to see if you, as I'm describing this woman, let's see if you can say in your mind, ding, I know who that is she's talking about. The woman I'm going to do a compare with today is, well, not is, what she had is, she had no friends. She had no mother. She didn't have no books, movies, or nothing to compare herself amongst her friends. It was her. The woman I'm speaking on, her name is Eve. She was the only woman, I say the only woman in the Bible who ever knew life without fear, without anger, without insecurities, and without depression. Now imagine coming up into this world and living and having a life without any of those blocks, stumbling blocks to come your way. Now, as time went on, of course we know God gave her instructions as she met Adam not to eat from that tree. And of course, she allowed that doubt to set in. When that doubt set in, she in return did what God forbid her not to do. But let me tell you, in Genesis 3:13, she had the audacity now to try to shift that blame to that serpent. She says the serpent had her to eat from that tree. It's good to know the difference between good and evil in these times and in any time. It's good to know the difference between good and evil. But I also want to say to you is, does it take more energy to do good, or does it take more energy to do bad? When you're doing it, do you think about the consequences? Do you think about the return that you're going to get on your investment, good or bad? We got to learn how to treat one another. We got to. I know I've said before, silence is the best key at times. If no one is physically putting their hands on you, if no one is physically attacking your children or loved ones, words spoken should not affect you to the point where it gets you with rage, where you want to cause harm and do harm to others. It should not have you to the point where you got in your mind, I gotta get even, especially leading to that wickedness, where you want to see a person, where you thinking in your mind that you God and you got all control. you want to see your manifestation work in that person. It does not pay. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Be kind, expect kind. When you do good, good will come back to you. It may not come the same way you issued it out, but it'll come back. We're living in the world today where a lot of people, I'm noticing, are ashamed or have strayed away from saying thank you. There's nothing wrong with saying thank you. It's simple as me going in the store and that gentleman or that young lady holding the door. Ma'am or sir, thank you. Even if I'm buying food, I'm buying that food, that person's handing it to me. Of course, let me say something. Bless that food before you eat it. But yet and still, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you goes a long ways. Today is Monday. This is experience for a purpose. Like, comment, and subscribe to me if you're following me on YouTube. And if I have the opportunity to post this same video on TikTok, I ask that you follow along to be inspired. Remember, don't blame someone else. Just accept the responsibility. Do good, and good shall come back.